Hello, everyone. My name is Derek. Welcome back to Detroit Lions Syndicate. Seems like we just did one of these videos, but we got a short week as we do every year. The Detroit Lions are going to host the Chicago Bears in the annual Thanksgiving Day game. So just a quick 4-day turnaround, and then after that, we'll get a 10-day break. So we don't have to see the Lions after Thursday for another 10 days, that first week in December. Just a real quick side note. When we come back, it'll be almost a year to the day since the Detroit Lions got their last win. That was their last win and their only win since Matt Patricia has been fired. So let's look at the ESPN matchup predictor like we always do and check out the stats. So the Chicago Bears are 64% favorites to win this game with 35% for the Detroit Lions. I want to say that's the highest I've seen the Lions all season long. Now, Justin Fields, as we look at the passing leaders, he will be out this game. He will not go. That has already been confirmed. But he is 115 for 198 with 1,361 yards with 4 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. It will be Andy Dalton to get the start with Nick Foles backing him up. Jared Goff, who may be back. We're going to talk about that a little later. 222 completions to 333 attempts, 2,109 yards with 8 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. We go to David Montgomery, who was hurt the first time these teams met, but made his return a couple weeks ago. Good to see him back. 96 carries, 430 yards with 3 touchdowns. And DeAndre Swift stepping up for the Detroit Lions offense in the past 2 weeks has over 250 yards rushing the ball, and that brought it up to 137 carries with 555 yards. If he keeps this up, he might actually break 1,000. We haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher since Reggie Bush, if I'm not mistaken. That was like 2014, so it's long overdue. But shout out to DeAndre Swift for putting the offense on his back. He has 4 touchdowns. Darnell Mooney is the reception leader for the Chicago Bears. It's not Allen Robinson, which is ironic. 41 receptions, 571 yards with 3 touchdowns. TJ Hawkinson didn't really do much. He had 51 yards, I do believe, which is more than he's had in the past 3 or 4 games. Still our leading receiver. It bounced between these two guys, DeAndre Swift and TJ Hawkinson. 54 receptions, 499 yards, and has spent weeks out of the end zone with 2 touchdown receptions. The status for some of the Chicago Bears players as of today, the 23rd, Eddie Jackson, questionable. Akeem Hicks, questionable. Allen Robinson, questionable. Damian Williams, questionable, and Justin Fields is out. Khalil Mack is done for the season. He had surgery, I want to say, late last week or earlier this week, and he is out. So that's one person on that line that we're not going to have to deal with. We're going to still have to deal with Robert Quinn, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. For the Detroit Lions, Trinity Benson, Jared Goff, Trey Flowers, Jamar Jefferson, and Matt Nelson are all questionable. Trey Flowers is looking to miss his 2nd straight game. That dude, just a waste of space. He will not be here next year. The Detroit Lions will probably, I'm 99% sure they're going to cut ties with Trey Flowers next year. Trinity Benson, an absolute waste of space as well. And Jamar Jefferson is looking to possibly miss his 2nd straight game. If we go to the points per game, the Chicago Bears score 16.3 to the Lions 16. Points allowed per game, 24 for the Bears, 27.3 for the Lions. Total yards, 315.3 for the Bears to 334.5 for the Detroit Lions. Passing yards, 183 for the Chicago Bears to 220 for the Detroit Lions. Rushing yards, 132.1 to 114.2 for the Detroit Lions. Yards allowed, 367.4 for the Bears to 389.4 for the Detroit Lions. Passing yards allowed, 244.6 for the Bears, 248.9 for the Detroit Lions. Rushing yards allow 122.8 for the Bears to 140.5 for the Detroit Lions. If we go to the last 5 opponents for the Chicago Bears, both of these teams are coming off losses. This will be, I made a video about this on my other channel, 5 straight losses. The Chicago Bears are 0-5 in their last 5 games. The Detroit Lions could give them a 6-game losing streak. The Detroit Lions in their last 5 games are 0-4-1, coming off the tie with the Pittsburgh Steelers 2 weeks ago. So now my thoughts on this game. The Detroit Lions have a really, really good chance to beat this team. I don't know if I think I want Jared Goff back. I think Jared Goff probably gives us the best chance to win. I think we can win this game, but I'm going to have us losing. I'll believe it when I see it. The Detroit Lions will lose. Matt Nagy will keep his job, and they will fall to double-digit losses for the 4th consecutive year and drop to 0-10-1 and be 0-5 at home with 6 games left and 3 left at home. Leave it in the comments below. Where do you think this will go for the Detroit Lions? Do you think they're going to win this game? I know a lot of you will say yes. I think they have a really, really good chance. There'll be nobody at Ford Field, though, so I think there will be more Bears fans at Ford Field than Detroit Lions. The stadium is going to be wide open. Anyway, you guys be awesome. Have a safe day, and I'll see you in the next video. Go Lions.